Hey, hey, hey! What's up, y'all? We've got. Whew, just got home, and we're starting right on time, as always. Yep, totally did not just very suddenly switch into the switch into live streaming after walking several miles. No, how could you ever accuse me of that? Right, adjusting all the stuff. Our game is going to be Minecraft, because today we're going to be working on Texas Hold'em Poker. That's the plan, anyways. We're going to be doing coding. And let's actually switch to viewpoint. There we go. Select Minecraft as the game. We'll put in the live stream replays. Doop doop, and we save. All right. Quick mic check. Do we have sound? How about now? Do we have sound? Yes, we do. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Excellent. Oh, and we decided to upgrade the Minecraft launcher. Because why not? I wonder as well, Snowing, who did make the thumbnail? It's unclear by the million watermarks that you put on it. Yeah, so you can join and play. Join and play on the Card Game Hub server. I'm just gonna be coding. We'll be building a game. And of course we're doing it live. Because I don't have any other time to work on this. I'm thinking no filters just because it makes, for whatever reason, it keeps lagging my computer like crazy. So, yeah. Instead you get this awesome science officer's uniform, hand knit. So, that's cool. Yeah, so off camera, I did actually do some work off camera last weekend. Oh, last weekend I watched RRR, the movie. What is it? Like War Revolt, some other thing. Like it's it's actually kind of a cool movie. I don't know. It's it's kind of I don't know. The rule of cool reigns supreme in that movie. Like physics will just get ignored whenever the possibilities just look cool. So I don't know. I like that. I mean, if you're gonna ignore physics, at least look cool while you're doing it, right? I mean, seriously, during an action scene, like during a fight scene at one point, up like the main the main character like throws a leopard at a guy. Like it is insane. Also, they do this. The two main people like at one point in the movie they like sit on top of each other's shoulders, like two of them dual wielding rifles, and like anytime they reload, they just lower the gun. The person carrying them goes with both rifles and goes blam like that. Like it looks cool. It's absolute nonsense physics wise, but it is, yeah, it's it looks cool. So, and it's also a really good story. So highly recommend. You can watch on Netflix. I'd recommend watching with the like switching the subtitles to English when people are speaking Hindu or singing Hindu because the songs are really beautiful. But like switching off the subtitles whenever someone speaks English because the English subtitles are totally wrong. I don't know if they were like if they're like generated by an AI that couldn't understand an accent or what, but it's just totally wrong. And it really doesn't get I don't know, it really doesn't get the actual point across. Makes me suspicious of the Hindu subtitles as well. Alright, what music do we put on? How about not even once? We can do that. Okay. Ooh, you built Battleship game in Lego. Oh, that's cool. Hey, Studio 413! Welcome to the chat. Don't know who you are, but welcome anyways. So here in the live stream, usually I will, and a lot of these streams are going to be me just making a Minecraft card game. Although, like, so I do have a Minecraft server that you can go to. You can check the description, get that URL, or get the IP. Gotta remember the acronyms, which ones are which. Yes, please create a backup and load. And also you'll see the Discord channel, so go ahead and join that. And we get to all kinds of interesting stuff up there, like my recent obsession with making music in Desmos. That shows up there. I mean, if you have Minecraft Java Edition, go ahead and join. We'll get up to some interesting shenanigans. Stream usually goes for 2 hours, so we're settling in. Now I don't know why my computer's taking so long to make a backup. Like, it's really not that hard. It looks like it's because of OBS. Yeah, it's only 182 megabytes. Like, it's why is it taking so long? I have no clue. I don't know the actual lyrics. Yeah. Alright, we're in. So, most recent thing that I implemented are these signs for different settings. Like, we have a master reset button. So here I added so in actual poker games, there's the ability to kind of raise the blinds every every 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. So I added that as a feature. So you can flip that on, and so right now it's set to raising blinds every 0 minutes, meaning it won't raise the blinds at all. But then you can right-click that sign, and then click this text, and set however many minutes you want. So it'll now, yeah, see, look how that sign just updated instantly. Like, so it'll update. You'll be able to raise. So that will raise the blinds every 100 minutes, which is a little over an hour and a half. So assuming your game goes for an hour and a half, it's going to raise the blinds for that long. Yeah, so yeah, while the game is active, that's how long it will. That's how long it will be between. And you can always, so then you can do like -1, which honestly I have no clue what that would actually do. I think that just assumes it's going to be the maximum integer because it's going to keep trying to increment. Hopefully that doesn't cause too many problems. Yeah. There's a classic joke involving this sort of stuff, this kind of user input kind of stuff. A software tester walks into a bar, and so software tester walks into a bar, waltzes into a bar, cartwheels into a bar, descends to the ceiling into the bar, and then orders 1 beer, 3 beers, 9 beers, -1 beers, a lizard in a beer glass. And then satisfied, the software tester leaves the bar. The first actual customer walks into the bar and asks where the bathroom is. The bar promptly explodes into flame. Hello, Astrobot! Welcome to the stream. Don't know who you are either. That's cool. We got some new people. So, yeah, that's fun. We're gonna be doing some programming. So, what we have so far are tokens, which I can run the function Texas Poker. We're making Texas Hold'em Poker. There's gonna be the tokens slash give tokens. So this will give you the tokens that you need to essentially, yeah. So this is your token. You right click this to check or call on a bet. This will bet or raise. This for all in. Get it? It's like an all in wrench. All of these are puns. And fold. So there you go. Check or call. You can bet or raise on a ladder, all in wrench, and also Waluigi, and then fold like you fold a shirt. Yeah, we had fun. Also, if you're a player, then you'll also get this leave game token right here. So get it? Like you can leave the game. Yeah, no, I don't wanna leave the game. Why isn't it displaying the message? Okay, we actually need this block to always be set. That way people can leave and come back whenever they wish. There we go. Are you sure you want to leave the game? No. Actually cancelled. Sure you want to leave the game? Yes. I would like to leave the game. So that's what we've done in the last couple streams. We've done all the boring stuff involving rotating turns, rotating bets, raising bets, this nonsense with Elmer stands. So, what does the all-in item do? Have you played poker? So I'm making Texas Hold'em Poker. So basically, like if you check or call on a bet, that basically means you're gonna bet the same amount as everyone else is. Bet or raise means you're gonna be like increasing how much you're betting. The fold means you toss all your cards away, and so that's that. And then all in, well, that basically says I'm willing to bet everything. It's like the ultimate version of raise. So, yeah, that's your all in. Right, what was I gonna do? So, let's see. So far, everything that we've done has been working on actually getting the bets working. Getting the dealer chip, getting the small blind, big blind, all that stuff. So, what we need to do now is, let's see. So in order to finish up the betting system, we need to actually be able to set it off. So that way, the bets can actually go around. And then the cards are going to be kind of coincidental. They're just going to kind of be there. They're not actually going to do anything. Although I do have ideas for what to do with a secret card. So the secret card here is what is that? Yeah, this right here. You can get the secret card, the secret Javamonk card, in the actual card game hub server. It's a goat horn, and what it's gonna do is basically, so when you're in Texas Hold'em Poker, it's gonna replace all your cards with Uno cards, and that's gonna hopefully be interesting. Gonna make it a Studio C joke. Somehow you're playing with Uno cards, and it also has the incredibly overpowered effect that even if you folded, you basically come back into the game, and so if you folded, you come back into the game and you win the whole pot. If you did not fold yet, it basically puts you all in, and then you're also guaranteed to win. Yes, it is, because it's a secret card, and I want everybody to know when you acquire it. So its location will be secret. The ability to where and how you're gonna get it is gonna be secret. But yeah, once you get that secret card, I want everybody knows that you have one, that you have it. There. What was I gonna do? So to get the betting working, we currently have the ability to basically we need to keep track of the current bet, and we need to keep track of everybody else's like current bet. Well, that's redundant. We need to keep track of how much everybody has, how much money everybody has. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna switch into this view, infinite me. So we're doing some actual programming here. So when we activate the game, we need to add on the T-money dummy. This is gonna be money. So this is gonna be the amount of money that everybody has. And then here we're gonna have objectives add current bet dummy. I don't remember if current bet is a thing that exists in the other games. Okay, that's 6, 9, 10. Okay, we can do T, current bet. Probably a good idea. Okay, so this gives us the ability to keep track of how much people are betting in that particular round. And I think I want to call this current bet. There we go. Okay. So we're going to introduce these as scoreboards right now. Okay. What's our list of scoreboards right now? Okay, we have all the are you sure ones. Raise blinds timer. Yep. Okay. That's all fair enough. We need that to go back to the middle. We need this to teleport to the room. We need this to do laser tag. So, and then we need this to activate to use the tokens. And then this triggers whenever there's people in the game. So there we go. Right. So we have money and we have the current bet. Right. So let's draw out what's supposed to happen. I like to do this when I'm trying to design a game. So how does the betting work? We have the big old table here. So let's say we have dealer, we have the small blind, we have the big blind, and then we have person, person, person. We have all the other people. So okay, that shouldn't be current bet. Okay, we need a current bet. We also need a pot. Like how much is currently possible to win in that round. Okay, so we got how much money you currently have, how much each player currently has. This is the pot. Okay, spaces are probably going to be bad, so let's not do that. So this is the pot in the middle. I should actually put this visible here. This is the pot in the middle. How much is able to be won in this round? This is going to be current bet to be added to the pot. Okay. So we need how much you currently have, the pot in the middle, like how much is possible to win. How much is able to be won in this round. The current bet, currently, that's to be added to the pot. So this is what you're going to be raising and folding, whatever else. Actually, that's going to be something else. I did implement the ability to raise the bet. Right, so it introduces the scoreboard raise bet, enables it. It says, click this text and type your new bet at the end. And then and then we validate, make sure that that works, and then so when we validate what the raise bet is, so then execute if score at s raise bet matches 1 of, well, actually we want that to be a setting. So let's see. Okay, so here's where we're going to start introducing some settings. So here we're going to introduce the setting of can raise any amount versus only raise big blind, or can only raise above big blind. We're gonna make that capital. So this will be a setting, and we gotta color those yellow. Where is that? They've rearranged the creative inventory, so the Mojang people rearranged it, so I gotta relearn. Okay, so then this will be raise by any amount, and this is raise only. Raise must be higher than big blind. So that's only a thing if the big blind gets really big. And then here we're gonna have the setting of what we're gonna do. Oh, right. Split. So all in can win entire pot versus all in splits the pot. Because splitting the pot is going to make things more challenging. I mean, in a normal game of Texas Hold'em poker, that's always the thing that like anytime somebody goes all in, it instantly causes huge fights and like instantly causes ridiculous arguments.
Wait, Studio 413,
Oh, Spider-Man KLCC. Wow. Who's Vedic? I don't know what a Vedic is. Hello to both of you. I have no clue who any of you are. Feel free to join the, so got a Discord channel, and I also got a Minecraft server up in the description there. So yeah, so I'm not on the server right now. I'm just programming. Okay, so if you're allowed to raise by any amount, then minus 1957 minus 19 are the coordinates. So we need to detect. We need to do execute in card games Texas Poker. If block there is a redstone block, if score at S raise bet matches 1, then we're gonna run right. So then we're gonna run the so this is going to allow us to raise the bet, and that'll increase the current bet. So this will be scoreboard players operation T temp. This will be current bet And we're gonna set it equal to okay, actually we want that's gonna be challenging. Okay. So if you're raising the bet, do I have people input how much they want to raise by, or how much? Oh. How do you know how much? Oh, Spider-Man in studio. Y'all know each other apparently. That's cool. How do we do this? So we want it so if you're raising bet by 0 or less, then your raise bet is rejected. Well, how about this? We're gonna reject the bet. So if the redstone block is there, then unless the score is matches 1 or more, and it's also in the score at S, raise bet. Okay, are we gonna have people raise the bet by this much, or have them declare, or do I have them declare how much they're raising by, or like what they're raising to? I guess if they're raising by this much, we're gonna do. Okay, so we want to make sure that people don't. Oh, do I want to make sure people don't go all in when they raise a bet? Yeah, we should, because raising bet and going all in are two different things, and they should be treated as different. Okay. So we're going to temporarily make a difference 1. So this is going to calculate basically current bet minus available minus current bet, or really minus current bet plus raise. So then we gotta adjust, are you sure? Click this text, then type how much you are raising the bet. Okay. So current bet plus raise, you gotta make sure that is below, like, yeah, you gotta make sure that you have enough to bet, because otherwise you're supposed to go all in instead. So I'm gonna add temporary difference. So I'm gonna do scoreboard, players operation at S. So we're gonna do ttemp temp diff equals at S t money. So we set it to how much you currently have available, and then we're gonna do scoreboard players operation ttemp temp diff minus equals at S. So minus current bet, t current bet, and then scoreboard players operation ttemp temp diff minus equals at S raise bet. So now we're going to make sure that this score of temp diff is not 0 or less. Because if you're raising the bet to be more than what you currently have, then you should have gone all in instead. Okay. So then the raise bet rejected. Oh, I haven't actually made that function yet. Okay. Raise bet rejected. That empty function. Yep. Here we go. And this will be just some tellvar command yell at the person like, hey, you need to put something valid or go all in if you're putting all your chips in. So that's if you're right. So then this will be current blind. Scoreboard objectives. Add. Do we have some function that handles the blinds right now? No. Okay. So we gotta also actually increase the blinds. Set a current big blind. Actually, are the blinds based on the small blind? Whatever. Okay, current small blind. Small blind. Dummy. Okay. So we can just double that every time we need like, yeah. Let's keep track of both actually. Both the small blind and the big blind, because it's not always going to be double. Okay. How much the current small blind, how much the current big blind. And then this is going to actually increase the blinds. Okay. So then if the redstone block is actually over here, then we need to introduce, then we need to actually put that in. So if the redstone block is there, and then so we're gonna reject the red. Okay, so now if the block is instead over here, and so we need to replace raise bet matches. Instead we replace that with greater than or equal to ttemp big blind. Yep. Okay. Yep, so you need to be bigger than or equal to the big blind. And still not go over. So, in either case, this would validate the... Okay. So if we are forced to reject the blind raising, then what we're gonna do is I don't feel like keep track of yet another scoreboard, so we're gonna put a sandstone block right here. Normal sandstone. And this will be... We're gonna replace it with the amethyst block. Raise that rejected. Sandstone. All is well. Okay. So this block right here is going to dictate whether or not the blind was rejected. So reject raise bet, and that's gonna be execute in card games, Texas Poker, run set block, -956 -2. We're gonna place an amethyst block there. And then here we yell at the person who raised the bet. Okay. So then here what we're gonna do is we're gonna say execute in card games Texas Poker, run unless block -956 -2 is an amethyst block, then we do the operation where the current bet gets increased by this raise bet. Okay, at which point we then go into card games Texas Poker, run set block -956 -2. We put a sandstone there, so it's gonna reset here. This right here is going to actually raise the bet. So this is if raising by invalid amount or going or over betting, then reject the raise. And then this is reset. So once then it does that, it's gonna put a sandstone block there, and then we're gonna remove the objectives. Remove raise bet. So when we actually, so when to say, are you sure? That's when you actually raise the bet. And then you introduce this, enable, click the text to raise the bet. Okay, so that should be fine now. So then we yell at the person who raised the bet improperly. I need to get my pizza. Alright. I promise you absolutely nothing's interesting happening. We're just doing some hardcore programming. Alright. So we got /tellraw. So now we hop into MC Stacker and do some, please ignore the ads. Oh. Oh. Well, that's cool. So there might actually be so I can purchase a offline version. Love to remove advertising for everyone. Alright everyone, go support this person. MC Stacker is a real, life changer. Ads are not being displayed 31% of the time. Well, that's cool. It's cool as you get percentages like that. Okay. So I want this text to say, you you either raised an invalid amount or you overbet. Actually, we can detect which one happened. So we're going to yell at the person who raised the bet, and we're going to be specific about how we yell at them. So if the person raised by a negative amount, so did something like that, then we do this. Oh, we should also remove the scoreboard objectives. Remove temp diff. It is temporary after all. Gotta make sure we clean up after ourselves in terms of code like this. So if score raised bet matches up to 0, then we say you raised an invalid amount. And we make that bold, we make that red, and make it clear you're a bad person. So here we're gonna tell var at s that, hey, you're an idiot. Okay, let's make sure that worked. You raised an invalid amount. You're an idiot. Don't try to raise by a negative number. Okay. Now, if instead what you did was you overbet, it shouldn't be yelling at the person. Like, we're not gonna scream at them like, "Hey, you tried to break the game. Don't do that, you idiot." Instead, what we're gonna do. So actually, there should be t temp. T-temp. There we go. Is that temp with a capital T? Let me check. Okay, so that's the, are you sure? Use token. Nope, that's dealing with the particular player. Yeah, I'm sure that's fine. Whatever. Okay. T10 big blind. Okay. Cool. Cool. So then, if instead what happened was you overbet, oh, but the amount, that message is going to change. So if we did that, and instead the raised bet was less than T-temp big blind, still you raise an invalid amount. Yell at them. Now, if the score is right, so if instead what happened is that happened, like you overbet, so matches basically up to 0, then instead what we're going to say is you should go all in. You raised more than you're able. You should instead go all in. We'll make that purple. Just make it clear, like, You didn't do anything wrong. Just saying. Yeah, make it the same kind of purple as the all-in token. There we go. Teladas. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, so we reject the raised bet. So we plop down an amethyst block there. We yell at the person, like, hey, you did a bad thing. And then if the bet's not rejected, then we actually raise the bet, and then we reset everything. Cool. Cool. Okay. Right, so we have now raised the bets. And it's all based on this piston right here. How to split the pot. That's always the biggest hassle. Okay. So when you fold, what should happen is you should be tagged to fold. I don't think I'm gonna take away the person's cards, simply because that would, yeah, they're just not gonna be able to bet anymore. And I do have the functions to be able to do that. Like when we rotate around, when we rotate who has the ability to bet, we're gonna rotate if you're actually tagged as fold. So what we should do is activate this command of rotate bet. Yep. Okay. And then function Texas poker rotate bet. Okay. That's folding. Done. Okay. Call bet. Okay. Splitting is easy until it isn't. Yeah, that's exactly the problem. Hence why it's a setting. Like, do you actually want to split the pot or not? Like, and this is also why I'm gonna get the computer to do it all for you, just so we don't have, just so we don't get into huge arguments of like, oh, you went all in on with $30, so you can only win this much, but actually we don't have the chips for that. I hate it. I hate it so much. Honestly, I'm hoping that people are just gonna keep this switch up all the time, just because this is kind of jerk setting. Like, I went all in because I only have 10 money to my name. Like, let me win already. Jerks. Like, I'm in this case where I'm going all in only because I'm down to my last dollar. I might be able to make games, like I might be able to make all these games, but I am absolutely by no means an expert, especially not in poker. It is very easy to beat me in poker, partly because I'm just too darn curious. Like, I want to hold on to my cards and see what combinations I can make. Which hopefully by folding, we can, I don't know, prevent that? Ooh, you know what we should do? Instead of a tag for fold, we should definitely mark who folded. or like who's like Mark who's still in the game, like who didn't fold. That should be pretty straightforward. Let's actually just do that. Go. Let's just do that. This should be sandstone. Okay. So this will be gonna repeat. We're gonna do effect give at a predicate equals Texas poker in dimension. Tag is not, well, tag equals player. Tag is not fold. We're gonna give you the glowing effect. 1 second, no amplifier, true. Okay. So if I tag myself as a player, then excellent. Okay. In that way, if I fold, I'm not going to be glowing anymore. Yep, okay, good, that works. And now I can remove the tag of fold, which is going to happen when you activate the goat horn. Okay. So, Mark who is still in the game. Who didn't... Mark who didn't fold. Okay, perfect. Excellent. What sounds this? Tetrabyte. Nice. Okay. Right, so we're gonna call the bet now. So when we call the bet, if calling ends up making it so you basically are calling more than you're able to, we need to yell at the player and say, hey, you need to go all in instead. Okay. So let's see. How do we do that with raise bet? We didn't. I see. Okay. So then we validated. Yep. So here we're going to do the same kind of validation. We're going to validate that the difference between... So here we're going to do available minus current bet. Because you're not raising when you do this. And so we're going to do that. And we'll do a little bit of that. If overbetting, then reject the call. And here what else? Whoop. Here I think we can just use the same amethyst block. So still the same amethyst, because it's going to very briefly be amethyst. So then execute if score temp diff is matches. So if it matches up to 0, then we run. Then in card games Texas Poker, run set block those coordinates, put an amethyst block there to mark the fact that, hey, you did a bad thing. And then here, and then we yell at the person. So in Texas Hold'em, Texas Poker, if block minus 956 minus 2 is an amethyst block, run. We're now going to run the Telvar. Otherwise, if it's not an amethyst block, then we do scoreboard players operation. How do we actually make a person's bet? So that's saying you agree with the current bet. So okay, so here's what we can do. Operation T temp pot. Is that what this is called? Yep, teapot. Teapot. That's pretty funny. So T temp teapot. That's gonna be plus equals T temp T current bet. So we're gonna add the, so this is gonna be actually call the bet. So both calling and checking are gonna do the same thing. So then, so if the current bet is 0, you add nothing to the pot, and you remove nothing from your own. There's gonna be operation at S T money. There's gonna be minus equals current bet. Yep. Okay. That's simple enough. And then we gotta yell at the person. So here you're calling more than you're able. You should instead go all in. There we go. Okay, so we put an amethyst block there. We say, yo, don't do that if you're about to call more than usual. So then we reset. So we place the, we go execute in card games, Texas poker, run set block, minus 956 minus 2. We put the sandstone block back. And then we remove objectives, remove temp diff, and we do a little cleanup. Very nice. Okay. Excellent. So that is calling a bet. Cool, 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 cool. Most excellent, dude. Okay, so that's calling done. That's raising done. That's folding done. What's left? All in. Ah, crap. Oh man, all in is gonna be rough. Gonna be real rough. Okay. So you raise the bet, you reset the, are you sure? Woof. Okay. Let's see. How to split the bet? That's the big question. Or split the pot. Also, what happens if you split the pot and you're not able to win? Like, what happens if the pot is split because somebody goes all in? They win, so they only win that amount. What happens to the rest of it? Huh. What actually happens to the rest of the pot when it splits? Okay, well right now we can do this. In card games. Texas. Okay. So this person's gonna go all in. So we're actually gonna tag it as add all in. And then when we rotate the turn, we just want to skip the people who went all in. So tag equals not fold. We're gonna do you didn't fold and also you didn't go all in. There. So we're only gonna give out the tokens to people who didn't fold and they didn't go all in. Right.
May we have your attention, please?
Right, so when we rotate the bet, yep. Okay, so that's still good. Okay, so this person is insane and has decided to go all in. So, what to do about that? Right, so if this person goes all in, that means the current bet is set to that amount. Assuming the current bet was smaller than that. Right, okay. So, if current bet was smaller, logical error. So if the current bet was smaller, then what? Then amount of money. Amount of money they have, and current bet goes up to that amount. So there's going to be score. So this will be execute if score T temp T current bet is less than or equal to at S T money. Then we run the scoreboard. Player set strictly less than. Player set. Oh no, not set. Operation. Operation. T temp T current bet equal to at S T money.
Please do not leave cases or parcels unattended anywhere on
Yeah, that shouldn't be an issue.
Any unattended articles are likely to be removed.
Yeah, the equal to or less than shouldn't be too much of an issue. Okay. Then the current bet goes up to that amount. Now, if person went all in because had no choice, then decide whether to split the pot. So, in the case that we split the pot, right, so if they could win the entire pot, then this person, nothing happens. Yeah, person will just win the entire pot. So this will only happen if pot will not be split with all in, then proceed as usual. Okay, in either case, at the end we set player set at S T money to 0. Okay. Will not be split at all and then proceed as usual. Maybe we should have a system to automatically have the person leave the game if they run out of money. Yeah. Yeah, we should just do that. Okay. Z tokens, the game. Okay, so it should not only deregister it, so we should also be like a. So this person like fully leaves the game. So here what we should do is we should do a scoreboard players. No. Run the function Texas Poker. The rotate bet, stabilize current. This way, if it was their current bet, then leaving the game is gonna stabilize everything. So we should also take away the tokens. Yep. Right. Take away your tokens. We now stabilize the current twice over because we got to loop twice. And then what we're also gonna do is, we're also gonna do scoreboard players operation ttemp tpot plus equals at s
I know you're a monster.
tmoney, and then we're gonna do scoreboard players reset at s tmoney. There we go. So now you've fully left the game. You basically threw all your money into the pot to be won, and you're out. Cool. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So you set your current money to 0. Excuse me. I guess you can just leave the game whenever you want. Okay, so I'm not going to automatically kick somebody out of the game just because they ran out of money. Or should I? Yeah, I should. Poker games can go very, very long, and there's not really an end game until somebody wins everything. So, yeah, we should do that. Yep, the rules allow all in example with 2 players and how to calculate side pots. Oh crap. This is why we're gonna have a computer do everything. And we proceed as usual. Right, so right, so we're gonna do execute in card games Texas Poker, run set, if block. So if the piston's extended out here, we got -20, -20. If block -20, 57, -20, redstone block. Then we run the function Texas Poker Z tokens all in split pot. Excuse me. Okay. Split pot. Oh, all in underscore split pot. That MC function. Okay. So that sets your money to 0. That raises up the current bet to however much money you currently have. Yep. So if you went all in, so if you just went all in, that's fine. You're not going to raise up the current bet if you can't. And if you, so then we split the pot. Right. Okay, so how to do that? That's the big question now. Okay. This will only happen if you have the setting to split the pot. Is everything else good to go? Yes, it is. Okay, so your tag to be all in, your money is set to 0. Oh, we should, right, we should throw in, so it's you basically throw all your money into the pot. How do you do that? So this is don't split the pot. So if you don't split the pot, you still, the current bet floating around is still going to be kind of dicey. Actually, no, it's not. We just do scoreboard players operation t temp t pot plus equals at s t money. So if you don't split the pot, throw in all the money you have. Throw all the money into the pot. Now do split the pot. That's going to be a separate function. Because that is complicated. But in either case, your money is set to 0. And your tag to be all in. Okay. You can't win more than you bet. Well, that's if you have the settings so that you can't win more than you bet. So person A all in $50, person B all in $500. After the round, person A wins. Why'd you pick he? Who cares? Gets $50 from person B for a total of gets a total of $100. Person B keeps the other for $50. Oh crap, there's also mini battles? Agent X, no! Of course. Well, aneurysm time. Oh. Call that, yeah. Snowing, feel free to make that into a Discord emote. Mind break. Or aneurysm. Okay. Is this all good to go? I think it is. Minus 19, 57, 20. Okay. Cool. Then it's just a basic pot. That's a separate function. Either way, you set your money to 0. Okay. Right, so now, simulate innocent game, mind gradients and subtleties. Indeed, this is why we have a computer do everything. So that it's just me having a migraine and not every single player as the game progresses. Same thing happened with Scat. Interestingly enough. I made the German card game Scat, which is an insanely complicated card game. Like, there's so many rules to keep track of. So many different things going on. And I made that in the card game hub in Minecraft. It was not an easy coding project, but it certainly beats having to memorize everything. Okay. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, and then we're going to Google how to split the pot. BRB. Innocent game. Okay, let's see if Wikipedia has something. Let's see here. Look up Texas Hold'em poker. Okay. Oh, they moved the contents over here. That's kind of interesting. Okay. Right, so is there something to split the pot? Yeah, it's very popular. Thank you. Okay. So I have the betting in poker. Ooh, we also need to introduce antes. Okay. Okay, so we can Alright, add antes. Required bets from every player. Okay. Cool. You're able to half the big blind. Okay, so it is actually exactly half the big blind. Very well, that makes things easier. Okay. So, small blind equals 1/2 times the big blind. Always. So that just means we gotta make sure the big blind is always an even number. That's fine. We can do that. Okay. When 2 players remain, special head-to-head or heads-up rules are enforced. Okay. Okay, I was curious about just two players. When only 2 players remain, then dealer is small blind. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Very well. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so that's playing the hand. And now we showdown. Yep. Well, it does matter if you have a flush. Yeah, okay. So we're never gonna have a misdeal. So we don't have to deal with that. Funny how it's always Alice and Bob. But they're always up to something. They're either passing secret messages back and forth, or they're flop, or okay, do we have anything about similar games? Okay, now what I'm looking for. Well, just Googling. Texas Hold'em Poker, all in, split pot. Okay, see what Google has to say. Oh. Okay, so in a tie, you completely split the pot. Okay, that doesn't matter. Not what I'm looking for. Side pot calculator. Okay. Okay. But well, I'd like that formula, please. Okay, so for 2 players, as Agent X said, For 2 players is pretty straightforward. Even if you don't have enough in your stack to match the full all-in bet, you can always put whatever you have left into the middle and be eligible to win that portion of the pot. When 3 or more are involved, things can get a little more complicated. Okay. You'd create side pots that match up with what each player has in their stack and put it into the pot, into the middle. Each player matches each opponent's bet with as much as is left in the stack. What? So everybody's still in the pot are obligated to match whatever the smallest stack has contributed to the pot. The player with the smallest stack then is required to match remaining bets. For the player with the biggest stacks and so on. And you get a side pot for each respective player. Okay. So based on the size of the smallest stack, the main pot
matched up against all of player C.
As they only have 25 more, player C is only required to put in 24 to cover the extra bet. What? What is going on? The side pot contested between only players B and C.
Player C has $50 now, the player can match.
They return to the stack immediately. At the showdown, all players are eligible to win the main $75 pot. Player A hit miss. And winner take all is just so much easier. So what if you win even though you only contributed 10? Like, just win everything, you know? Especially if the other player's gonna be jerks about it. And like, purposely bet hundreds of dollars each round. I'm definitely not bitter about the many poker games that I've lost. If player A has the best hand, he wins the main pot and the main pot only. Players B and C then compare their hands. The best hand between those two then takes the $50 side pot. If player C has the best hand, that player takes the money in both the main and the side. Now, more than 3 go in during a hand. Side pots are contested between individual players based on the exact same formula. What formula? Only players who have contributed to a side pot can win the money in that side pot. It's a full bet. The amount of all-in is less than the minimum bet, or the full amount of the previous raise. So now real raise and doesn't feel for the betting. The half bet is in play. What?
Instead of raise, instead of call.
What? What is happening? Ah! Okay. So between the people who went all in, we really only care about okay. Okay. So the current bet is something that's gonna stick around as like how much the bet's currently worth. And you're gonna get okay, so basically we have to make a new scoreboard to keep track of how much each player is able to win out of the people who went all in. Okay. And then there's still a main pot even when you do that. Okay. So basically you can only gain back. So what the split pot here does basically means that even if you win the hand, even if you're in first place according to hand, you will still what's it called? You can still only win number of players times what you put in. I guess that makes sense. Or at least number of players who haven't folded yet. Number of players who haven't folded yet times the how much money you currently have. Okay, so what we can do so here's what I'm thinking. So okay, that's gonna be for figuring out how to rotate the bet around. But for this split pot problem, let's say so we got a big old pot. So one person pitches in, goes all in with $15. That's all they have. So that means this person can win. So at the time that this person went all in, there were 3 players. There were 3 players left. Okay. So that means that this person can win up to $45. Now the current bet is up here at, say, $20. Okay, so if the current bet is higher than what the person's able to win, is everybody else forced to contribute to that amount? Like, I know this person has the potential to win $45, but do they have to win $45? I'll look at it to match whatever the smallest stack has contributed to the pot. And that's the main pot. Okay. Right. Okay, not an issue. That's just not an issue. Because that's just how betting works anyway. Okay. So the current bet floating around is $20. This person doesn't have enough, but still wants to play, so they go all in. they have the potential to win up to $45. Okay, that makes perfect sense. We don't have to worry about accidentally overbetting. $45 max. Okay. So basically, they can win up to of course, that only really matters. It only matters in endgame. Okay. That only matters in the actual endgame. So what we do is they plays total. They can win up to $45 maximum. And then the rest of the pot is going to be distributed in the same way to second person, third person, yada yada. Okay, I think I can make this work. Okay, so when we split the pot, we need to introduce a new scoreboard. Scoreboard objectives add T contribution. Dummy. Okay. And here we do scoreboard objectives remove T contribution. Okay. So when we split the pot, what's going to happen is we actually don't need a separate function for that, because really the pot splitting only matters at the end of the round anyway. And already when you go all in, we took away your ability to fold. So that part's fine. So we run scoreboard players set operation at S T contribution. That's what this is called. Yep. Ooh, what's on this? Cherry blossoms. Interesting. Nearly missed it. I am Senior Branco. Hello, Senhor Repolho, also known as Sussy Glue in the Discord. Very active member of the Discord. Operation at ST contribution. So we're going to set that equal to the current money. Actually, we're going to set this as a, so people don't lose money in the process. Scoreboard objectives. Scoreboard objectives. Add. Yay! Finally caught alive. Well, we're doing some hardcore programming. T contribution. Dummy. Okay. 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. Okay, we got enough. So instead we add it to T contribution. Okay. Cool. Okay, so really all that split the pot stuff when you go all in, that only really matters in the end game. Ooh, wait. Yep. Let's go in here then. Right. If person went all in, only allow them to win the contribution times T number of players. Maximum, and then distribute the pot, distribute the remainder according to hand rank of people who haven't folded. Building Escape from Ohio is a new game. Okay. See ya, senor. And no, I'm not making Escape from Ohio again. I might make Uno. Although Phoenix SC already made Uno, so I don't know. I mean, if we can download that world, I'm sure I can just import it straight into the game. Shouldn't be too much trouble. Import it straight into the server. I distinctly remember watching Phoenix SC play Uno in Minecraft with like Fundy and a bunch of other people. Also, if you toot the goat horn in Texas Hold'em Poker, all your cards will turn into Uno cards as a joke with Studio C, and you basically instantly win everything. Okay, so actually kill those. So all that only matters in endgame. Okay. Cool. Cool. Right, so we also need to do scoreboard objectives. Add ante. Trigger. Okay. So this right here, we gotta yoink that sign. And we're gonna do this. Okay. I'm gonna say right click to change ante. Current ante. We're gonna update these as we go. So these will be colored orange, as in you can right click these. Actually, that's an information sign. Oop. So we should actually be coloring that yellow. Okay. Oops. Color orange. That should actually just be color yellow. There we go. That's better. Ooh, how about green? Let's see. In case you can't tell, I'm procrastinating on doing the split pot thing, because that sounds like a pain. I'm not looking forward to that. So we can do some other stuff. Something else. Okay, so we can right click to change the ante. Okay, when we activate game, we gotta do corporate objectives, add ante trigger. Oh, I see. Those are just updating that. Okay. Okay, so this is also going to make, oops, minus 1656 minus 14. So these are going to be the coordinates of a sign that we're going to set block in that location. It's going to be a warped wall sign facing east, or west, if you want to be nasty. It's going to be facing east, color green, glowing, yes. Always gotta glow. That way it's visible. We do current anti. And then this is going to be a scoreboard. The value ttemp. Objective is going to be anti. That's what this is called. Yep. Okay, anti. Excellent. Actually, I'm going to do this. If we say right-click to change, now we can right-click the sign and actually change it. Do everything. That'd actually be kind of cool. Okay, let's do that. That sounds way cooler. Okay, so we gotta raise it up. So that also means we want to make that orange. So it'll look like current anti, blah 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 blah, and then right click to change, like that. Yep, that okay, that's good. Oh, really, right click to change. Okay, all professional like. Okay, so now when we right click that sign, we want this telvar command to be executed. Let's hop into MC Stacker and see what kind of see what that telvar command has to be. So there'll be telvar. Go away. So that's going to be click this text and type how much you want the anti to be. Okay, nothing special about that text. Set to 0 or less to disable. Okay, nothing special about the color. When we click, we're going to copy to clipboard. It'll be /trigger anti set. Oh, right. So here we also have to scoreboard enable at s anti scoreboard players enable. Okay. Do you include the slash or not? Yeah, we're about to find out. Okay. Set space. Okay. So we're gonna tell the entity executing the command. Okay. And we do that. Excellent. Oh, we need to set that to orange. Very important. Okay, so now we plop this into a command block. See what this looks like. Right click to change to anti. Very nice. It doesn't work. Why not? trigger either. Okay, maybe it does need the slash. Okay. Put the slash there. Put the slash there. Add anti-trigger. Okay, oh, it exists. Good. Okay. Maybe we just need to plop that into here. Let's try this. Drag that sign, put it back. Okay. Current anti. Yes. Okay, why didn't that work? Oh, because we did copy to clipboard. We want to suggest command. Right. Okay. Set to 100. And now, if we plop that there, it doesn't work. Why not? Oh, because we still need the... Hey, Snowing. Indeed, you are the only one here. Go ahead and spam your E's. You really love E, don't you? Perhaps you should try an eclair. Okay. Right. Okay, so actually, we need to put this command block up here like that. And instead here, we go all the way to the start and put air there. Very nice. And then we gotta do these two commands. Okay, operation ttemp, anti, at p, anti. Okay. And then we run this command to update it with everybody else. That's anti, like antebellum. Civil War jokes. I generally don't find them funny. Alright. Cool. Set to 0. Excellent. Set to -2. Nice. Set to the largest number I can put in. Nice. Okay. And actually, I want to make it so that if you set it to -2, then it's not actually going to be -2, because that could break things. So let's quickly put that in. So this is going to be execute if score ttemp anti matches something -1 or less, then run the scoreboard, players set ttemp anti 0. There we go. So now I'm going to set it to -99999. Ha! Still 0. Okay. Very nice. Set it to -5. Set to 0. Nice. Alright. Now let's make sure that the timer also doesn't get set to 0. Or doesn't get to set to something negative. Because that could also cause problems. Let's raise blinds, that's the one that causes problems. Raise blinds. T-temp, raise blinds. Because otherwise people are going to think that this game can time travel. Be cool if it could, but sadly I'm not that advanced. That would be something only future Javamonk can do. I can't. Future Javamonk can. Okay. So now if I come in here and set to -5, it'll still be 0. Very nice. And then current ante, set it to 50. Set it to 0. Whew. Nice. Okay. Cool. Cool. Alright. So we got settings. Yay! We got settings. We got settings here. Very nice. We can set the ante to whatever we want. And we can set it to -5 to disable. We got a timer to raise the blinds. Okay. That's most of it. So, let's see. The only thing we really need to worry about now, so the only thing left to do is calculate the number of players. So, let's just do that. We're going to make a new function, calculate number of players, .mc function, gion. And here we're just going to do the same thing that we did in all the other games, because that system seems to work pretty well. Do that. Is horseradish an instrument? Yes. Okay. So we do that, and then max on Texas Poker. Right, so we need scoreboard objectives add T number of players. Dummy. Because that's what I am. I'm a big ol' dummy. Alright, and then T-temp. Okay, looks like we went lowercase without the whole time. Fine. Texas Poker. Excuse me. Remove all the Texas Poker ones. That'll be T, 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 and T. Very nice. Okay. Very nice. Okay. Cool. Okay, so we just calculated the number of players. Very nice. And then, if there were... Alright, good night, snowing. We're actually ending very soon. So, wow. I actually got lost in concentration. That's what happens when you do hardcore programming. Holy smokes. Not even once is like more than 2 hours long. Wow. Well, that's kind of cool. All right. We're down to the last 5 minutes. So we actually got some nice traffic tonight. That's kind of a surprise. Including Agent X helping out with some all-in splitting pots shenanigans. So that's very nice of them. So yeah, so here we're going to. So here's the point where we end the stream. It's now 10 o'clock. And I always end with a bang. Literally. Let me just grab an elytra. And I got these special fireworks that'll create a huge explosion and basically make me go off with a bang. I always try to time it with the end of this. With the end of the song. Okay. Wow, a lot of progress today. So we had we did some hardcore programming. We just added antes. So yeah, let's actually make a quick board here. So I always like to make a dripstone, make a little board like this out of dripstone blocks, just as a way, because it kind of looks like a quick board, so it's like a to-do list. So, left to do. Make antes functional. Make the bets functional. We got a small blind equals 1/2 times big blind. And then set the possible big blinds. Don't know how I'm going to do that. We're then going to do when 2 players remain, dealer is small blind. And then what else? Add cards. That's like a secondary thing on top of like everything that we gotta do. Like all of this relates to betting, and then we just throw in the cards. But of course, when we add the cards, we gotta distribute the cards. We gotta do the judge hands, and we gotta do goat horn turns to Uno cards. With those, we need to model, and we need to model them, and we need to make them functional. Okay, that'll be a separate corkboard here. Like if I really want to procrastinate, then I'll get the goat horn working. Procrastination board. That's that. Up here is the to-do board. Okay. So as we go through, we're gonna put the normal ink sac to cover up the fact that it is now done. So there we go. So I guess if by next stream you see that this is dark like that, you'll know that I decided to procrastinate. Or that the entire game is done and then I finished it all off. Very unlikely. Okay. Cool. That is everything done and ready to go. Well, it's not done, but this is what's left to do. So, yeah, we still got some work left. Okay, so the song is about 5 minutes long. And we usually have this kind of extra music swell. Okay, let's save what we have. Do I have another fake out, I think? Nope. Yep, it's another fake up. Okay. Okay. Make sure we don't die prematurely. Okay. Now so we don't land. Here we go. Yep. Those fireworks do a lot of damage. Alright. See ya!